Today I'm making with you an easy, quick risotto that's also especially very flavorful. I'm talking about spinach risotto and what goes well with spinach. Definitely gorgonzola. Let's prepare this truly spectacular risotto together, despite the few ingredients and its simplicity. Let's get started. So, first of all, I chop some onion. Since I'm not blending the spinach, I try to make it small. If you prefer to blend them a bit, then I'd suggest not spending too much time and just chopping it roughly. Just like the spinach, perfect. Now I chop the spinach a bit, of course. If you use frozen spinach, cook them first in oil, butter, and with the onions, and then once they're cooked, chop them up. Either with a knife or even more simply with scissors. Then, once everything is chopped up, I move to the stove and put some extra virgin olive oil in the pan, turn it on, add butter, then I add the onion and let it soften just for a moment. After that, I add the spinach. I do. I adjust a bit, add a little salt, a bit of nutmeg. I cook over medium heat for 4 or 5 minutes, just enough time to let them soften a bit. In the meantime, in a pot, preferably one for risotto, I put the carnaroli rice and toast it over medium heat, stirring often for 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, now I add spinach to the rice. I gather everything as usual, good, then I give it a nice stir. Enjoy your meal. After that, I start adding the boiling broth. And I will add more only as needed until the rice is fully cooked. As for the broth, you can make a very simple and light one, mainly with celery, carrots, and onions. There's no need for a complex broth. So no zucchini, no potatoes, no tomatoes, and so on. Be careful with the salt if you use bouillon cubes, because of course, if you want, you can also make it with the classic bouillon cube. So, if you use bouillon cubes, I would suggest cooking the rice, then adding the panettone, parmigiano, and gorgonzola at the end, and then tasting and adjusting the salt if needed. Okay, we're ready. The rice is al dente. So I turn off the heat and add the butter. I add the gorgonzola, and you can choose the amount based on your taste. In the recipe, I gave you an approximate amount, as I always tell you. Now I start to stir it in. Then I add parmesan and oil. I give it a final stir. Look how creamy it is, and I can already plate it. Just a couple of taps. On top, we add some chopped raw spinach, and let's see. Oh my, make it and let me know what you think in the comments below. For now, I'll say goodbye, and as usual, before I leave you, I want to wish you a good meal.